Yo, welcome everyone to another episode of Road to WTT. Welcome back. I have last few episodes maybe not been as long. Today we have plenty of games, a lot of time on the clock here. 35 minutes of goodness, that's right. Today I'm playing Calgary Open, which was a pretty sick tournament that's basically a repeat of what we had back in September. And I decided to record a little bit more videos. You're gonna see a lot of gameplay of me probably struggling a lot of times. I do struggle with this gym, and then the tournament is much more. I guess it's a little bit better equipped for like better players. There's a lot more people of higher level. Even this kid that I'm playing right now, Jesse, even he caused me trouble, and you're gonna see a little bit later that I'm just missing everything. And I had that for every game that I played today. I believe I lost a set in every single game that I played in this tournament, which is kind of crazy to say because usually I'm just even like in groups with lower tier players, I still was struggling, still was trying to figure out the gym, figure out my equipment. Obviously, I re-glued my 05 just to put a little bit more glue and make it a little bit quicker. So I was really struggling to kind of get used to it. As you can see, Jesse is playing really well, and I've lost the first game. So beautiful. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you quickly about a few things. There is a discussion currently that I'm having with a few people there. I am in the midst of making a group, a community for table tennis players, for people who are in this channel who can contact me. I can help you out with any tips. We can have equipment discussion. We can have the general discussion and all that good stuff. So far, I do have a WhatsApp group. But I really wanted to get your opinion in terms of, because I've seen a few people saying the Discord would be much better. There is I did work with one of my good friends, Nick, on WAP community, but the reason why I'm not super confident about that is because it will take a lot of new users. I believe not a lot of people use that. I never heard of that thing before. So yeah, maybe Discord would be much better option, as I believe WhatsApp would be the best, but unfortunately it doesn't. You cannot see the previous text history of those groups if we go with the WhatsApp route. But you let me know in the comments if it is something that you want to discuss and you want to be in the WhatsApp. I'll add the link to my next video there. If you'd like, I can recreate the same one in Discord, and we're gonna go ahead there, because a few people joined, and it's been I believe it's been really going well. But the platform on which one we're gonna do it on is really important, and that's why I wanted to get everyone's opinion. And I'll leave a poll as well under the posts on the community tab, so that we can decide if it's something that should be done via Discord or WhatsApp. Back to the video. So again, today's video will be mostly related to me playing V in the final again, as we are two of the best players in Alberta currently, and just every single tournament we are playing in the final. And this time I need to figure out a way finally getting my game done. Before that, just quickly, I just really liked what I've seen from Jesse in this game, even though he first game he figured me out. I wasn't making anything, but then after this game, I believe Jesse just woke me up a little bit, and I started playing a little bit better. I kind of figured out that it's time to wake up, Vlad. It's time to play much better, and it kind of made me concentrate a little bit more, which was great. As I said, from a few games, I haven't beat anyone 3-0. Maybe I did beat a few people, but most of the games I played, I've lost a set, which was really frustrating, and I was really frustrated throughout the day that, man, I can't it seems like I can't figure out my best game today, which was kind of frustrating. Even with the games that I've been winning, I'm like, even though I'm winning, I don't think I'm playing my best. But the main thing to understand is it is what it is. Sometimes you're not gonna play your best, and it's all about your reaction. It's all about how you're gonna deal with this, not pressure, but how you're gonna deal with this situation where you just need to continue to play and continue to put it all on the line out there, and not be frustrated as much. You can obviously be frustrated inside your mind, but never show it from the outside. Which sometimes I do struggle with it, but I believe I got really good at even though there's been some frustrating things, and there's been some plays where you just don't do as well, but to keep your mind level-headed and continue to go on. Off to quarterfinal we go, and we unlocked a new character here. This is my boy Yuta. He is a new player in Calgary from Japan. I believe he is a pretty good level player. My first time seeing him, my first time playing him, and a lot of people a lot of us who were in the tournament, like Jason, Sanuka, everybody was interested to see like how the new Japanese guy is gonna do. So yeah, I got the chance to play with him. The draw was me against him, and what I can say right now is you can feel his Japanese style in terms of. I feel like all Japanese guys, when you play them, they're really good at serves, and I did notice that similar thing with Yuta. Yuta, maybe I felt a lot stronger when we were playing like rallies or like any other part of the game, but I feel like I haven't really figured out his serve the whole game, which was pretty interesting. He does remind me of like Kenta Matsudara for a little bit, of his like play style and his technique and stuff. And again, I've been making some crazy dumb mistakes a lot of my games, which is not ideal here. But Yuta is the new guy who we're gonna be playing. Hopefully, we're gonna play him multiple times. I really want to play with him again. To kind of figure out a little bit more of his game, kind of figure out his serves. The angle probably not the best, as there was a game from the previous angle that I did. The game was played there, so I had to move the camera, which is from behind it's not the best view, but it is what it is. Whenever I'm playing just backhanded, you can see it a little bit better. So main thing for me this game, I was like, I'm just using my experience, I guess. Just returning the ball, because I felt like I'm a much stronger player during the rally, and my goal was just to receive and then continue from there. As you can see, I'm not having the best receives here. Whenever Yuda was serving, and I've been telling this on this channel that down spin and no spin combination of you serve one down spin, one no spin is a great way of your opponent to kind of lose the feeling, and Yuta is really good at doing exactly that. He caught me a few times with the no spins that the ball just risen like crazy. So it's just a great example of what I'm talking about works. Overall, first two games were, I believe I was a lot more relaxed. Yuta did start to kind of get used to my playing style a little bit, and what I noticed, he started doing really well with just attacking from my serve. I started playing a little bit too much of short service, I guess, by the end of this game, which Yuta was just was covering with backhand Chiquita, and it was working for him fantastic, which I still believe was kind of an advantage for me, but the game got a lot more closer. And yeah, as you can see, Utah's style is maybe attack first. That's a great reach for the ball there. And Utah's style is maybe to attack first, but then as you can see, he plays kind of this semi-defensive, semi-counter, close to the table style that I've seen like some Japanese players play like that, and he's definitely like put that stereotype in my head. Like it's yeah, obviously when you think about Japanese players, you think about like Harimoto or you think about Yun Mizutani. Yun Mizutani was playing very far from the table, but like I remember seeing Kenta Matsudara in like 2010 World Cup where he beat Malin, I believe, and everything was very close to the table. Everything was like short swings close to the table. It was crazy, like crazy serves. And this is what kind of Utah reminds me of. It's still fantastic player, and I believe this play style is what the modern table tennis kind of looks like. And as you can see, it was at 9-9 in the game 3, and I absolutely wasted 2 of my serves. Game 4 it is 2-1 up. I really wanted to save some energy, but I couldn't win a game. I guess I couldn't win a match this tournament without just having trouble and without having someone beat 3-0. I was like, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't do 4-0 or 3-0 on anyone this tournament, which was really frustrating. But yeah, it was my fault. Maybe I was needed to play a little bit more serious. As you can see, it was 2-1. Now it was 2-0. Now 2-1, and I kind of had to start playing a little bit better. I started the 4th game 5-1, but then we quickly came back to 5-5, which was, it got me a little bit nervous. Not gonna lie, and I was like, I need to get my stuff together here. Otherwise, if it's gonna be 2-2, it's not gonna be the best. It's not gonna be the best experience for me. If I catch some nerves and it's gonna be 2-0, from 2-0 to 2-2, it's not gonna be the best. Even though I'm still confident in my abilities and stuff, like having to play. Like when someone comes back on you from 2-0 down, it's always not super comfortable feeling and situation to find yourself against. And you can see Utah was doing really well on his backhands, and I believe maybe I just got a little bit too nervous there, that I tried to just to pressure everything to the backhand. As you can see, not a lot of long serves. I was just trying to make the game as simple as I can, and then I served long and I didn't even serve at all, so fantastic. Which maybe caused a little bit more problems for me. As you can see, I missed the backhand there. I believe the big mistake that I'm making currently is maybe I'm jumping a little bit back on the backhand, which is not ideal, honestly. And I was down 10-9, now I'm down 11-10. Oh, great down the line backhand there. Great no spin serve, which Utah misses. It is 12-11 in game number 4, and great finish with the backhand. Yeah, the nerves definitely went away when I won that. It was kind of relief, which Utah is a great player. I'm excited to play him again and kind of figure out what's happening next. Semi-final we go. I'll be playing against Jason. I haven't played Jason since that crazy game we had in Manitoba. I believe it was last year or 2 years ago. Probably last year. As you can see, I'm looking at the spot on the floor, which I noticed straight away. And that will be an important wrinkle to today's episode a little bit later. But we start off, and yeah, obviously it's was me versus Sanuka last 2 tournaments in the semifinals, and we played Jason. Now we switched, so as you can see, V is playing Sanuka and on the other table there, and I'm playing Jason. Which I definitely asked for like advice of like, because I haven't played Jason in a while, and Jason looked like he improved a lot since our last games. As you can see, he became even more athletic. He's a very athletic type of guy who can just strike the ball really hard, and it's always uncomfortable for me to play against someone like that. That's why I'm struggling with VA so much, that he has that pace about him that it's a little bit difficult for me to deal with. but yeah, obviously I was thinking about that game in Winnipeg that we had 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I don't remember. Time flies. But yeah, Jason played really well in that one, and I was just trying to figure out what I can do differently. How can I dominate the game a little bit differently, so that I can take over this game and not create too many problems for myself. Definitely, reverse pendulum serve was something that I was really excited to utilize, as I see that Jason struggles with Via against it, which can't really blame him. I'm struggling against that thing too, and you're gonna see in today's video. But I started really well game number 2, but again, this game was close, and I believe my experience is what gets it done in most of these, which just shows me that I believe I need to practice a little bit more. And there will be a few points that, as you can see, I'm just jumping and I'm losing kind of my balance there, only because I'm yet to figure out this gym. It's just the ball jumps so weird. It raises up for no reason sometimes, and it just messes up with your timing, messes up with your height of the ball, messes up with how your racket should be. Yeah, so it's been a little bit more frustrating than usual. Especially, I don't remember me struggling with it last tournament I played in this gym, but it definitely was. I definitely was thinking about it the whole tournament that I was there. So yeah, it is something that maybe for next time I will need to figure out for myself. And you can see I do make some mistakes, and that's something that I just need to figure out for myself. I'm even talking about the game afterwards. I was like, I feel like there's been not a lot of control recently. Not a lot of. It was a lot of mistake. It was not a lot of kind of control, in the sense of that if the ball comes in this way, I'm hitting it 10 out of 10 times. It's been a lot more like craziness. Like, for example, like this. What was I doing here? 10-9, and I'm just hitting it so hard. As you can see here, there was a weird point that the ball just jumped really weird on the serve. So 12-10 tight game. We take care of that. 2-0. We go. Game number 3 also was a weird one. I can't say that I switched my game too much, but Jason really started that game super well. And yeah, I played a little bit more passive, and I paid for it immediately. So I really needed to kind of attack first is the goal of mine, and this is what gets me the most comfortable. This is where, but then the continuation is something that I definitely need to work on. As I just need to not rush anywhere, and I believe those mistakes probably come from me not moving as well. But as you can see, that I'm probably moving. It's not the best I've moved in recent times, but it's definitely much more better since the start of this series. And yeah, it's been it's been a struggle there. And before this tournament, I had I went to sport massaging session, which really kind of showed me a different side of what kind of my problem is, which is I was really expecting my quads and my hammies to be super tight, and with deep tissue massage, it's really painful massage. So, and for somehow those weren't hurting as bad. What did hurt was my calves were absolutely just dreadful. My calves were just killing me during that massage, and then I felt the how the massage therapist broke down my Achilles area and my calf. But when he started pressuring and massaging my actual Achilles, the point of where it connects to my foot there, it was probably one of the craziest pains I've ever felt. I never felt anything like it. And so it's kind of a weird thing when I've been dealing with my knee pain, but I feel like if my Achilles responded in such a way, then it could be that my knee pain comes from not weak knees, but maybe weak feet and stuff like that, which is why I'm looking to get myself like a specific soles for my feet done so that I can use them in my games and such. I'm also gonna go away from the shoes I'm playing in now. I'm gonna get myself some butterflies and get a specific table tennis shoe, which is really important because this shoe is a little bit more geared towards someone who just exercises a lot and lifts weights. It's a little bit more stronger on the back of the foot, which I need as much. I need a much more softer base on the back of my foot, which this shoe doesn't provide. Which I love this shoe that it is just keeps my foot really steady. But after speaking with a couple of people, they just told me that I need something softer for the back of my foot. So this is what I'm gonna work on. The game number that's 5. Really lucky. Got a few points in this game. So. But I did put a lot of effort in. Like, we need to just kill the game off. It's time to just move on. As V finished his game with Sanuka already, so I really was just trying to finish this early as possible so that I have as much energy for the final as I can. But yeah, back to the shoe discussion that I had. I'm gonna think about getting some butterflies, but I will probably look into maybe getting some basketball shoes. Oh, that was a great point. Like basketball light shoes, something like Steph Curry shoes or something like that. I know that Under Armour no longer sells Steph Curry shoes, which is a different video you can check out on my basketball channels. Quick little plug. But yeah. Maybe something with the softer foot that'll get it done. But we move into final against V. I was really motivated to finally get this done, especially the type of competitor I am. I can't deal with me losing 3 times in a row, which would really hurt my my ego there. So yeah, I was really going into this tournament thinking about the potential final, maybe even too much. But as you can see straight away from the very beginning of this game, I made a really strong adjustment, I believe, straight away. I believe I was missing a lot of my backhands from backhand to backhand kind of counter. So I made sure that I'm just not rushing, and I'm keeping the ball as much as I can on my backhand side, because I believe my backhand is a little bit more stronger. So I had to just use my backhand to my advantage and not rush, and just keep it spinning, keep it on the table, and kind of go from there. So that was my main adjustment. I rewatched our game a few times from the previous tournament and the tournament before that. So there was a lot of things to think about. There are a few mistakes, like here I just received the serve really bad, and that's something that I found out for myself. Like, man, I need to really work on receive my service. The V just gets me every time with a lot of the serves that he does, and you're gonna notice that, as you can see here. This it was okay receive, but it made me play a lot more passive. And as you can see, I missed the serve here. You're going to see it later, I've been struggling with that serve like crazy. Game number 2, though. Started off with a lucky point, I guess. But yeah, the goal was maybe to not receive it as aggressive. As you can see, I'm more slicing that ball, maybe give a V chance to attack. As you can see, the ball just jumps weird, so I can't catch it really well. So I've been trying to mix up the first attack from the backhand, second, maybe start off second, let the V attack first. Again, struggling with his reverse pendulum, which I really need to work on receiving that serve. I don't know what about that serve, but I do struggle of seeing where the downspin, where the topspin. So yeah, kudos to V for having that had that serve in his locker. And as you can see, whenever I'm trying to get a point, I'm going to that back in Chiquita, and it just doesn't work out. But yeah, if the ball was long, I was trying to find my forehand, my attack. With a lot of these as well, that I found out that when I was giving him chance to attack, maybe just responding with the a soft counter was a lot more better. As you can see, block first one, and unfortunately, V twisted his ankle in the middle of this game, which we had to take a little bit of a break or just look after if he feels okay. But after a while, after taking a little break, he decided to continue, which huge respect to him. I don't know his condition, but from what it looked like, he was moving pretty well still. Obviously, it's a big shock to the system of having a sprained ankle like that, which sucks. And that's the kind of the that spot on the floor was really dangerous. I believe that's where he kind of twisted his ankle, and I was really cautious of not to trip there myself. As I played last tournament, I was playing on a sprained ankle myself, just because the floor wasn't the best. As you can see, we had really a good few points, but I take the game number 2 and we move on. And I missed the serve on the first one, just as usual. We can't just go a few points without me messing up. But from that point on, I really was, as you can see, I'm rotating to maybe receive some serves from the forehand side and maybe let V attack first, which I then was really comfortable countering that. I really wanted to just, as you can see, show that my backhand there is better, or if not better, that I feel more confident in it. And I believe that was the key to me winning it. As you can see, backhand to backhand counter, maybe first, maybe second ball is still on the table, but then we move in and, oh, that was a great forehand. We just playing backhand to backhand game, and that should be point to me as just is from what you see. My backhand is probably the best side from my game, the best attribute in my arsenal, the best skill that I have. And if my other attributes are worse, why not use my best attribute to get me all the points? So that was kind of the mindset I've been going with. Not to rush anything, because I do get really trigger happy with my backhand. I'm trying to, whenever I have the available ball, I'm trying to go for like a spectacular shot. I'm trying to put as much power in it to showcase my power, which sometimes it's not the best thing to do. Sometimes it's much better to have a lot of quality but not a lot of speed. Just put as much quality. Ooh, I gotta like it right there. Have as much quality on the ball as possible without just breaking the ball. And as you can see, just me using those, just rotating how I attack there. We either attack first or we go second there. As you can see, I wasn't afraid to play short, and then it led to a great backhand there. Obviously, struggling again with the receive of that goddamn reverse pendulum serve, but 8-6, and we're looking to finish that game number 4 and get more breathing space, because I believe in games like that, especially if you lose a few in games before, having that breathing space is very important, and that was a really tough point to get. And as you can see, I am moving a little bit, and great find in the middle into the stomach brings us 3-1 up. Which at this point I was like, this is the time. This is the set that I need to really put a lot of my energy into. And as I said that, I just missed first 2 balls like that. Really need to put my energy into to finish the game, because the longer this game goes on, the more advantage my opponent is going to have. Only because my physical condition is a thing, and I believe my physical condition is not a good. And starting 1-5 is not good, honestly, after what I just said. But we are we're not letting go. We continue to go hard. And again, as you can see, my short game was on point today. I really felt like I could for the forehand side, I could really just play short and not worry about the attackers coming in my way. The only bad thing, I guess, from my forehand side was just not being able to receive the goddamn serve. But 7-7 in game number 5, I believe. We keep it moving. As you can see, I was really patient and not rushing into anything that's like unnecessary counters and stuff. So, and again, as you can see, even though I lost that point, you can see the point of emphasis for me. Just make the backhand on the table, and then if I have that ability, then I go hard on the backhand. But it's not something that's necessary. Yeah, and that's something that I just really made a huge adjustment for. But one match point is saved by V. I get the second one. You seen the title of this video. Yeah, this game. As you can see, I'm 3 match points down, and I missed the serve again, which I believe it was my fault, just not staying level-headed at this point. I really wanted to finish the game with this, and I really wanted to attack first. And I really wasted 3 match points. So here you go with the 4th one. As you can see, I'm playing really solid table tennis right now, but this serve, and I was just trying to move over and play it with the backhand, which was missing time and time again. And I kept winning my own serve time and time again, which was fantastic. But then again, as you can see, I'm completely messed up on some of these too. So yeah, I have even lost count of how many match points I've had. Is it 6 already? Yeah, probably. And then again, I tried to go even faster because I was like, I can just smack that, which was completely against what I did in the games prior. As you can see, I'm just going quickly and I'm just getting frustrated, and the crowd was even getting eager because they were like, how many he can miss? And then V's missing my serve, and then whenever I receive him, V just plays really well. So yeah, 18-18. I've had about 8 match balls, and then I just completely missed my forehand flick, and it's 3-2. Yeah, it's not going crazy. Game number 6 we go though. This one I was like, if we don't win this one, you might as well call it over. Game 7 would have been the hardest set in my life. But again, as you can see, I'm continuing on what I think I did work for me the whole game. Just back counters, and I continue just working on it, and I believe I played really well in this game. 5-1 to start off was a great start. Back counters really worked. As you can see, some of my forehands were missing, but I'm not really mad at those forehands missing because I believe my forehand was really going well the whole tournament. I guess you can say tournament, maybe final, but yeah, 7-2, missed that at 7-3, and yeah, I maybe relax just a little bit, which probably I shouldn't be doing, especially because I haven't won the game yet. But as you can see, my forehand was going really well. Yeah, I lost that point, but I'm really not mad at the forehand there at all. There was not set feet or whatever, but a lot of times, yeah, it was really those close exchanges that I was missing, which, like I've been discussing how my backhand to backhand should be winning, my forehand to forehand I should not be winning. As you can see, from 9-4 to 9-7 we go. I decided to take a timeout. It was time for a breather, which was really good decision. I received that reverse pendulum and then won a really important point with my forehand. 10-7, really messed up the serve again, messed up the receive of the serve. I do struggle with that serve a lot. So 1 match point saved, another match point saved as I missed my forehand. And I was like, oh god, this is the last chance I can get. and then I finally finish it with the forehand. Finally get it done. You see, I raise my hand because I'm really frustrated. Like, come on, man. We're supposed to we're supposed to get this one done. But yeah, finally winning final versus V, my first one. Believe that would be a breakthrough. Maybe that could be a good start of a streak, maybe. But we are playing another tournament there in December. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it out. There's one more in Saskatchewan, but I don't think I'm gonna go there, not yet at least. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know about the WhatsApp group or Discord group, which one the platforms we should use, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Bye bye.